Hey everyone, I'm the Real Evab, and you're watching the A20 Guardian 100 game analysis. This is run number 75. Let's get started. The more runs we do, the closer we get to the 100 mark. More often I'll be mentioning that, probably. 3/4 of the way there after this episode. Starting off with Ruby today. Our options are choose a card to obtain, max HP plus 7, take 18 damage to transform 2, or boss swap. Kind of weak starting options today. This transform 2 I'm always nervous about. You can very easily hit duds. Okay. This right-hand path is very aggressive, but it looks like it's pretty decent. 3 elites, 2 campfires in between. This is a better than average outcome and is relatively safe so that you can rest anytime you need to. Oh, and we have exactly 4 fights. Well, assuming that this isn't one. Alright. That's pretty cool. Do we have any other alternatives? Looks like that's the best we're going to get. In fact, every other path just sucks, unless you do like this, I guess? Sacrifice 1 elite to get 2 elites, 2 campfires? Through here? That's pretty okay, but I think that this is going to be good enough for us, so long as we take a starting bonus that gets us started there. I think choose a card is perfect for that. Although getting to 15 cards... I guess 15 is the minimum you need to get, not the maximum. So getting more than 15 isn't a bad idea here either. You could also go for max HP, just to have a little bit more HP to spend during the act. What is our boss this act? Guardian, right? Yes. So we don't have to worry about Hexagos scaling or, be super aggressive with the HP because of the first times 6 attack being based on your HP. We don't really have the opportunity to waste a lot of HP like that. So is it choose a card or max HP plus 7? I think it's choose a card. This gets us closer to a rare as well. This has a lot of benefits that max HP just doesn't have. This is basically your safe option to make sure that you have enough HP to take on the elite path no matter what, but I think this gives us enough benefits. It gets us 1 extra card for the first few fights of the game, the easy pulls. Then that should make those fights easier. It also increases our rare chances, so we'll probably get a floor earlier, which could be very, very good for us. I think those are the main 2 things. I think there's a third one, but it's not registering at the front of my mind, so let's see what we get here. Charge Core, Temporal Shield, Resilient Plate. It's been true in the past that Resilient Plate is not the greatest card to take in Act 1, at least at the beginning of Act 1. Brace Aid for 1 energy is great, but it's better for late game defensive scaling rather than early game front load. Temporal Shield and Charge Core. Charge Core is decent damage, but it only can be used once. I guess if you're taking an extra card reward, that's fine to have that. Taking an extra card reward, we can afford to have a card that exhausts itself rather than be replayable for the elite fights. That's fine. Our other option would be to take Temporal Shield for more consistency in blocking. 8 block is pretty good. I could see both of these being correct, but I'm leaning towards this just because that's how I know how to play. Take offense cards and then take elites. Maybe we take this, though, for consistency. We don't know how these fights are going to go, and if they go poorly, then we're in a bad position to take this elite. So having more safety might be the right idea. I don't know. I kind of want to take the Temporal Shield. I think I want to go Temporal Shield. I think the permanence of this plus the Accelerate is going to be better than this for the hallway fights that are coming up. And this will make sure that we have more HP for the upcoming elites. And even though it's not good against Nob, it is good against the other 2. And it's good against Guardian, so I think that's enough benefits to take over this, especially since we have an extra card reward. So we don't have to worry about whiffing on attacks as much. Okay, but we do have to worry about drawing a turn 1 versus Cultist. Also, since this is floor 1 Cultist, I believe that means we have a chance of getting a fight in this question mark. I believe how it works is that if it's any other, if your first easy pool combat is anything other than a Cultist, it's guaranteed to be an event instead of a fight, or I guess a chest or merchant could happen too. But if it is a Cultist, there's like a 25% chance. I've had problems with this before, understanding how this works exactly, so... Ooh, wow, alright. Actually, I think this is just a kill. Yep, very nice. Took 1 damage that fight, and we're presented with some pretty interesting options here. We have a Ruby, so Walker Claw is actually pretty solid. Although Stasis Strike, to gain a Stasis slot, is also is a very, very big is a very big investment in the future. Getting that extra Stasis slot is actually really important. However, we are still trying to get through early game. We also have Temporal Shield, and we have a Ruby for Walker Claw, which will benefit, which will give it 4 more damage than Stasis Strike if we happen to draw them together. That being said, I might be able to still get away with the Stasis Strike, especially because Walker Claw is a common. I don't think it's completely necessary to use it. And getting that late game, some of my recent late game stuff has been kind of iffy. I don't know. I think I'm going to go with what I know better and go with Walker Claw. I think this does have better late game stuff, but there's also a chance that we just don't lean into Stasis as much as usual. So we'll have to see how that goes. Alright. We are getting attacked this turn. I'm going to play the curl up over a strike. I made the mistake of not doing that in the previous run, and I got punished for it. Do I enter defensive now or next turn? That's a good question. It could be 17 damage coming up. Could be 12. If it's 17, we still have good draws for that. Could do gear up Temporal Shield or gear up Defend or gear up 2 Defends. That's still okay. And we'd be set up for the turn after. I'm going to play a strike then. I don't think it can do 22 yet. Okay, it did do 12. I think I enter defensive here. Just to have safety for next turn. I think either way I'm playing this. It's just a matter of defend or gear up. I could be getting attacked for 17 next turn, in which case I would have to play defend and curl up. Wait, no. I have gear up anyway, so I guess the curl up just would be useless? I don't know. How do I do this? I guess we end the fight pretty quickly. It's just that if they're not attacking next turn, then I actually have to get through 2 layers of defense, which might not be that easy. How much do they block for right now? I forget. I'm gonna do this. I'm just gonna enter defensive. Oh yeah, Thorns helps. 5. They do block for 5. Okay, they attack for 12. That means we just... And we got the attack, so... Alright. That was a lot of thinking for something that didn't hurt us too much. Another Stasis Strike or Sentry Blast. Wow. I think it's got to be Sentry Blast. Shield Charger is also nice, but we don't really have the offense yet to take that, and Sentry Blast is a great early card. Getting offered 2 Stasis Strikes like this and taking neither of them, I tend to wonder if I make a mistake by doing that. Especially because there's a Sentry Blast here. Having that extra Stasis slot would be perfect from taking the last one. Then again, I had no idea I was going to be doing something like this, so I guess it was still okay. Oh hey, it's a very early Grimforge. That's good, actually. I don't think we transmuted Defend because of Guardian. I think it would have to be a Strike. So I'm just going to do that. I think I took some good offensive options in order to be able to do this. And we still have a couple more floors. Gain random gem. We got an Emerald. I'm more than willing to put that into Twin Slam and leaving the Ruby unsocketed. For now, at least. So let's do it. Alright, very nice. Can I kill this with 22? Yeah, that does actually kill. That's good, I think. It might still be better to just kill this now. Or not kill this now, just get it down a little bit. Play each of these once in the Temporal Shield. Yeah, they're both pretty low now. Yeah. Alright, cool. Another Ruby, a Shield Spikes, or a Planning. I've really not been liking Planning recently. Also, with the addition of Sentry Blast, I think this severely limits our stasis. I have to leave some feedback on a few cards for Guardian. I've really been changing my opinion on some stuff. I used to think this was a great card, and I think it still can provide good value. It's just that it takes up so many stasis slots that it's difficult to use effectively, because random cards sometimes just don't give you value whenever they come out. Sometimes they're exactly the wrong thing, rather than like if you get blocked out during turn, you're not being attacked. I'm gonna take the Shield Spikes. This is good value at this point in the game. I'm not quite sure how to evaluate it because it looks strong with 12 block and 8 brace, but it seems like it falls off later unless you're using it for Thorns. And that's that bothers me. Alright, we want to go for the back one first. Whenever there's a tie like this, you want to go for the back one, because if you somehow manage to kill one with Thorns, then if it's the front one, then the back one gets an attack with Vulnerable on you, so that's not good. Oh, interesting. I think we go for this one now because it's attacking, and this one won't be attacking next turn. I may want to consider upgrading Sentry Blast, because that now works with Shield Spikes and Gear Up to gain another 10. That's a magic number for Guardian, often. Do I want to play Curl Up or Strike? Strike requires me to do another 15 damage. They're going to be dealing 16, but Weaken will take it down to 12. Yeah, I'm going to play Curl Up. Sentry Wave doesn't do much this turn, but that's okay. Not going to play the Temporal Shield. We want this for next turn in case we don't get a kill somehow. Although I think we are guaranteed a strike. That works too. Gambler's Brew. Crystal Ray. Overload. Crystal Ray, usually not that good. We only have one gem socketed, and we don't have another gem slot open yet. So this would be doing, what, 14 damage for 2 energy right now? We also don't have a lot of stasis. I wonder if I take this Sapphire, speculatively, for some kind of brace card. I think we're still open to that, like a roll attack or a priming shot right now, since I only have Sentry Blast, Walker Claw as attacks. Might Might interfere with my ability to kill Knob. But I have pretty okay potions, like this at the very least can handle that. This also gets me into defensive mode because I don't have Sentry Blast upgraded yet. Sure. Well, let's try taking the speculative gem. Would never have done this before the update. Well, I think this is Walker Claw Curl Up. Although if it hits Gear Up, we're in kind of... No, we're not in trouble. We have enough brace to enter with just the 8 damage hit. So yeah, let's just do as much damage as we can. Did hit Gear Up, okay. Well, that's a bad hit, because I'm not going to use that this fight. I don't think. It's also a pretty bad hand. Oh, I should have done this first to get the ruby. That's fine. We'll just do it now. Oh, we didn't even get the ruby. That's still fine, I think? Ooh, do I want to play shield spikes, or do I want to take the 8? I think I have to deal the damage. We have to take the 8, enter defensive. And then we use Sentry Wave this turn. Ugh, it's a terrible turn for Ruby. Okay, we're in a little bit of trouble here. I think I have to play this in order to get this to go off a second time later in the fight. We can at least play the weaken again next turn, but it's still going to be a lot of damage. Yeah, this is a really bad draw. At least we're going to have most of our block next turn. We also just drew so many attacks. On the bright side, this is the second big attack. So we're actually relatively safe next turn. Relatively. It is 9 strength, so that's 17 damage still. We can still play shield spikes, I guess. Yeah, we can re-enter defensive at worst. Okay. So 21 damage fight. That's honestly fine for a floor, for this floor knob. I could use Explosive Pot, but Shield Spikes, Gear Up enters defensive again. It's 23 minus 22, we take 1 more damage. That's fine. I have Thorns. What are the odds that I get 10 more damage? Actually pretty low. To save 1 HP, I'm not going to use a potion. No way. Not going to risk having to use a potion. I mean, any attack, please. Any attack. Yeah, would not have hit if I had not struck there. Alright, that wasn't too bad. Pre-program. That's perfect, actually. I love an early... this is probably one of the best stasis cards. Getting to look at the top of your draw pile. Oh, I just put this together. Recently I've been saying that like a big portion of Guardian's strength is knowing what's going to happen in the immediate future, like 1, 2, 3 turns from now, both for stasis and for defensive mode. And pre-program plays right into that by letting you see the top cards of your draw pile. That's perfect. And it's also perfect because we have a ruby that we want socketed, and 0 cost cards are great for that. We're going to go here and we're going to socket that immediately. Small bank right now. I'll have to see how this fight goes. Maybe there's a world in which we go left to hit this shop instead of this elite. Depends. Alright. We want an upgrade now. And we know our next fight's not going to be knobs, so we can be a little bit greedy, perhaps. Sentry Blast is still a pretty good upgrade, but it's not the greatest versus Guardian, because you have to play the Sentry Blast in order to get in order to get Sentry Wave back. And defensive mode lasts 2 turns, which means you're guaranteed to play Sentry Blast at least once. I guess Temporal Shield helps a little bit with that. It gives you block so that you can play both the weak and the attack on the same turn. If you need to stagger it a bit. Stagger? You need to change its parity. Curl Up, actually. I think that's our upgrade. I think Sentry Blast giving a little bit more damage is fine, and the brace is fine, but now that we have a Sapphire, we don't need the extra brace from Sentry Blast. Right now, at least. So I think we go with Curl Up for control. I think that's better than our other options right now. Pre-program is a better upgrade later to Scry 7. Well, technically, kind of Scry. Okay, I'm going to put Shield Spikes into Stasis. Ooh, I guess I use Vexing Draft this fight. I'm probably going to wait for the reshuffle, though. That's what I'm thinking I'm going to do. So that I don't have to deal with the burns on the second shuffle whenever Lagavulin actually awake. So let's keep going. We want to wait for Lagavulin to wake up before we decide to do anything. Before we enter defensive. And thankfully, because we got this turn 1, this comes out on turn 4, 3 turns after, which is when Lagavulin's going to wake up. Especially with a... Ooh, this is actually perfect. So long as we draw these 2 cards together. Hopefully we get all 3 offensive cards. We'll have to see. Oh, we missed pre-program. Okay. That's a shame, but I guess it's fine. Again, we're going to wait to use Vexing Draft until, like, right now. There we go. Oh, and man, this is a pretty good hand. It's a lot of defense in our upcoming hands, though. Let's see what we get here. We don't need these defense, I don't think. At least not both of them. We're getting 14 block from Shield Spikes, plus 10 from defensive mode. So we're going down to 4. Next turn we have 14. And we have Weaken from Sentry Blast. So we only need 1 more block, which is 1 defend, so we can get rid of 1 defend here. I could have also gained Thorns instead by playing Gear Up. Not sure if that was worth it, though. I think playing a Strike or a Twin Slam is probably worth more. In fact, maybe I should have played the Twin Slam before that. Sacrifice 1 damage to full block next turn, so I don't have to play the defend. Then again, this draw is, like, terrible anyway, so I'm going to have to play a defend no matter what, I think. Yeah. That was a lot of damage. Down to half already. That's good. That's a good sign. I'm going to put Temporal Shield into Stasis here. For maximum value when it comes back out. Alright, here come the burns. And I guess I enter defensive mode for next turn. Just because. Does it even matter what I put into Stasis here? I guess not. I guess I could have waited until next turn to get Thorns damage, but it doesn't. I don't think it matters. Okay, we didn't even have to deal with burns. That's great. That's a free 2 strength, 2 dex for that fight. We got a potion back. We got Broken Tooth, which can be good. We got Gem Cannon early. Man, I have been so down on Gem Cannon recently. I, like, can't figure out... Like, I haven't had no opportunities to take this card and actually have it be good. I took it somewhat recently. It didn't do very much, though. Maybe what changed is the ward being moved to uncommon. Because now I can't just socket wards and everything to make them safer. I have to deck build better than that. So that means I can't socket gems as freely or take them as freely, which means Gem Cannon is not as good to take. At least with my playstyle. I feel like I'm doing something wrong, though. I haven't been taking gems as much as before, and I don't know what changed. That really bothers me. I think I'm gonna take this Amber. I think that gives me a lot more. Do I take the Incinerate? Ooh. No, I take the Amber. We upgrade Twin Slam and put that in there. Yeah. I also don't think we have to go to this because we didn't take any damage from the Elite. So I'll just take an early Act 2 shop if it's available. We also only have 237 gold. The opportunity... we also have Mall Bank, so by the time we get to a shop, it's going to be so much gold that we can buy like 2 really good relics. Maybe a card remove, maybe a colorless card. That's actually consideration for me more often than not now. Blue Candle. No? That could do absolutely nothing in this run. It could. Just like Omamori and other cursed relics. I guess Dubudol always does something, but yeah. Upgrade. We're gonna upgrade Twin Slam to socket the Amber by the end of the act. Not the greatest upgrade, but I am playing this sometimes. Also, with our smaller attack density, it's actually fine to have this upgraded. Don't have to worry about wasting damage as much. Although our recent draws have not been the greatest. Ooh. Fight Gremlins for Pick of Rhapsody. Interesting. We don't get a card reward from this fight, just the pick. And we get to mine 3 times here, which could backfire. Like, we don't have any sockets. This Amber is going in Twin Slam, and then we have nothing. I don't think having a relic benefits as much unless we, like, find Loth. In Act 2. Like, if we got strong gems like Quartz and Citrine, I'd be fine, but I don't think we can bank on that. That kind of hurts. Like, I like gems a lot. You wouldn't know it from watching the series, but I really do love at least the concept of gems. It's just that they have not been feeling that strong recently. Do I use both potions? Actually, with 2 hallway fights, I'd probably keep the explosive, as weird as that is. Explosive pot can help with some of the hardest hallway fights, Gremlins and Slime Gang. And we can take out one of these elites, one of these sentries pretty easily with Brew of Sharpness. I guess the question is, what do I want into stasis? Because I'm going to enter defensive mode. So, let's go for this. Let's play this. And I think I want to play defend. Because I'm not guaranteed enough block next turn. So I think I put Twin Slam in. It does more damage to the strike, right? And next turn we're going to use Brew of Sharpness on this front guy. Yeah, we didn't even get any. Okay. Well, this is synced up to the ones that are attacking right now, so I want to put this on here. Let's do reprogram as well. We don't need all this block next turn, that's for sure. We also don't need to accelerate anything yet, so let's put Temporal Shield into stasis. We're doing 25. I guess that means we strike here. It's weird. It doesn't kill quite yet, but I think we're going more for saving damage. I think I'm going to do a strike here and Walker Claw here. Maybe? Well, I'm doing a strike there. So it's just which of these other 2. We're about to have 5, 7, 7 damage next turn, which is 19. Well, I guess 14 because we're going to play Sentry Blast on this one for maximum efficiency. So we have 14 damage. This is 35 total, so not quite enough to kill this unless I drop their attack, which is not in our next draw pile, so I might as well go for this one, right? Then try to kill it the turn after when we're redrawing through stuff. Actually, we can guarantee it, I think, because of this. It's 40? Maybe not quite. Oh, this comes out, this Temporal Shield comes out in 2 turns. I guess unless I use Amber, which I'm not. Okay, I guess I do go for this one then. Okay. We'll see in a couple turns what happens. 5 damage. There's 14. It's going to be Twin Slam, Shield Spikes. The next turn we have Temporal Shield and the Weaken, so we full block that already. So I think we're going for this. Yeah, they're not playing Amber. Oh, this even changes parity. Interesting. So now I can do this. Okay, alright. That might not be good, but maybe we'll get the Amber in time. If we're able to accelerate this one more time, we get Weakened this turn. Alright, give me defense, please. There we go. Oh, that's so good. Oh wait, no, I just... I got greedy. That was a mistake. I needed to accelerate this out to take 3 less damage, but I didn't. Alright. Yeah. Yeah, I take 3 more damage now. Sad. That's an amazing relic to find. I feel like this thing is really, really powerful. Polybeam. Wow. Another Incinerate I don't think is necessary, but Polybeam with our strength is great. I mean, we don't have very much right now, but we have Broken Tooth, which kind of helps, and we have time to find more, so I'll take it. It's going to suffer in the first part of Act 2, I guess, which is difficult. This is also kind of a hard fight sometimes. Wonder if it's worth the explosive pot. I'm kind of thinking, like, Walker Claw on the middle one and then use Temporal Shield to block, but then we take 6. Wonder if we take more if we get, like, Slime Gang here and keep this, or don't keep that. I could also Walker Claw the back one and then Temporal Shield to full block, but then this one could be, like, attacking for 13 next turn. Or is it 4 strength they gain? I think it's 5. I don't remember. Yeah, but getting an attack for 19 next turn would not be ideal. That's a lot. Slime Gang attacks for 18 turn 1, though. Gremlin Gang. I think both of those present enough of a threat that we just, like, do this and take the 6. Or do we do Twin Slam twice into Temporal Shield? There's an interesting decision. I can also do Twin Slam once, defend Temporal Shield to full block this turn. Because I'm guaranteed to have enough damage on this next turn. See, this is 12, we're attacking for 14. So I have to do one of each if I'm gonna... You know what, I'm gonna do one. That's what I'm gonna do. Just like that. I think we have enough outs that even if these both attack next turn, that we're safely in defensive mode. Okay. Defensive mode like that. Get something into stasis and play Polybeam and enter defensive. Okay, 0 damage taken. Very good. Roll attack. There we go. There's the one I wanted. Although we have 2 costs now, I think that's going to be so worth it. It's a brace 12 card now. It's really, really good. Enter defensive mode, I guess. Get this out in a couple turns. Seems good. Just get an extra draw. And then next turn we have a kill, I think. Yeah. Alright, we're sitting pretty now. Time Bomb. AoE for Act 2. And more Accelerate. Actually, it's AoE for Act 3 as well, with Reptimancer. I wonder if this is even good. I think sometimes we skip it. And also, that's a lot of Accelerate. For not very much stasis. Especially because we have Amber and... not Sapphire. Temporal Shield. I guess Sentry Blast kind of likes the Accelerate, though, no matter what. You could take another Temporal Shield. Just take a second one to go with our Dexterity. I guess Shield Spikes is a third block card there. More control over stasis is good. It also enables us to take something like... any of the cards in the rare pool that stay in stasis. I guess that's like Fierce Bash, Laser Turret, and Stasis Shield? Stasis Field, excuse me. Ow, there's 3 of them. There might even be more. I know there's like, I know we have Sentry Blast that stays in stasis as well, and Shield Charger to a certain extent, maybe Orb Walk even. Those 4 staying permanently up to Sentry Blast. So I guess having more Accelerate isn't the worst thing. I'm just debating whether Time Bomb is worth it. I guess it's good for Slavers and Gremlin Leader as well. Yeah, I probably do need that now that I'm thinking about it. Alright, we'll go with it. We have enough block for Guardian for ourselves. Alright. Amber goes in Twin Slam. Brace goes in Roll Attack. How much brace do we have now? 12, 20, 32. Times 2 is 62, plus 10 from our starter relic is 72. So we can get into defensive mode twice in 2 shuffles. And in fact, we can get it like 1.5 shuffles. We get a little bit more brace, we can get up to 3 in 2 shuffles, and that's pretty good. In fact, if we can, that threshold is hit whenever we enter defensive mode twice on the first shuffle. Because we hit 50, which is 20 and 30, we lose the starter relic, and then we have 40 left for the remaining 40. It's crazy how this relic is actually helps hit so many thresholds. It's like extremely useful to know these thresholds. If you hit 20 in your deck on the first shuffle, then by your second shuffle you'll hit 30. If you hit 40 plus 10 more from this on your first shuffle, a total of 50, then you hit 40 on your second shuffle. And those are all thresholds to hit defensive mode. Plus the starter game defensive mode threshold, Bronze Gear plus Curl Up. Wow, that works out so well. Really cool. Alright, what are we upgrading? Because we have more than enough HP to take this on. Walker Claw, might be a little bit early for that. But it is good front load. Like, Polybeam, probably definitely a little bit early for this. 4 to 5 hits is not a huge change, especially with 2 damage, and we're not going to have strength. Start of Act 2, so that's definitely no, until late game. But this, though, is a whole 5 damage, plus whatever strength we have. There's also Time Bomb, that's also pretty good. I think it's a little early for Walker Claw. Time Bomb, though, I think is good enough utility for everything coming up. Could also do Sentry Blast. I said we were at 34 without the starter relic, so that takes us to like 36 most of the time. 72, 82, still not quite enough, but with another Brace 8 card we would actually get to 90 with the Sentry Blast upgrade. Also, we have a lot of Accelerates. In fact, we could take Accelerate from the boss even, maybe. No, both of those Accelerate cards kind of suck. Speed Boost and Time Sifter. I don't think there's a third one. I've socketed all my gems, yeah. So is it AoE or is it Brace? That's a good question. I don't know. probably a good idea to do the AoE for Act 2. And if we really need the Brace Threshold, we'll find out later and upgrade Sentry Blast. Hold on a second. Okay, just needed to readjust and get some water. Let's fight ourselves. Okay, 24 damage. Take this to 16 brace remaining. Although this never explicitly says brace, that's for us. 16, and then it blocks for, and then Guardian blocks for 9 next turn. So we would need 25 damage in order to proc defensive mode. We have 1 strength, so that helps a bit. This is 18, so a strike would do it. 18 and 7 is 25 exactly. So Walker Claw plus anything except Sentry Blast would do it. Time Bomb would get us there with 1 attack as well. Three attacks is not quite enough. Unless you get a 4th one with Sentry Blast, so it has to be either these 2, any 3 attacks plus Sentry Blast, or I think Twin Slam Polybeam, because this is 12. I guess I was thinking 3 attacks like these 3 attacks, but Polybeam plus 2 attacks gets there. 7, 7, 12, 26. 6, 7, 12, 25. So we could do that too. I guess the odds aren't so bad with that many combinations. It's still kind of iffy though. Oh, but we have Dekka's Washers, so we're drawing 6 a turn. Worst case scenario, we just use Gear Up next turn. I think it's worth risking 10 HP in order to keep defensive mode possible for their defensive mode. So let's go. Okay, we hit. It's 25, and that's 25. Just checking. Exacxes is always great. Now we got to deal with this though. I think we reshuffle without these. I want to get a block card into stasis, so I can Twin Slam Temporal Shield it out. Okay, that works. Or I guess in the other opposite order, we do this, then Twin Slam. In fact, we can even do this twice to get 2 more block, but we also lose 4 to do that, so maybe not worth it. I want Sentry Blast in, if I can. If I put Sentry Blast in, Second Slam only loses me 1 HP because I'm saving 3 by using Weaken. But then again, I want the Weaken next turn, unless I enter defensive mode this turn. I think I may even want to wait to use defensive mode until next turn, so that I can keep it for the 20 damage attack. Although we have a bunch of defense coming up as well. Let's see, I want to save 3 HP this turn, some next turn. Our next HP threshold is 28 after we use Gear Up. That's a lot to ask. It's all 3 of these cards, and if we draw these 2 together, which is like a 50-50, maybe a little bit less than a 50-50, then we just don't hit it. Yeah, I'm just going to leave it at this. We'll take our... This would be a good game for Onyx, because I have temp buffs. We're getting them pretty often. Okay. Looks like we're lacking a little bit in the block department somehow. Yeah, look at that draw. Wow. And we are drawing these two together. But I think it's fine. I'm going to keep Walker Claw for later and just not play any more attacks. I'm going to take another 2 damage. Re-enter defensive mode with roll attack. Doesn't do anything for us next turn, but it gets us 3 thorns now. Nah, I think we just defend twice. Actually, we shield spikes defend to get us really close to defensive mode. Or do we even want to do that? Yes, we do. Because literally every card that braces is going to put us in defensive. Curl up, roll attack. I guess not shield spikes if we drew that again, but I don't really want to play that unless I'm in danger anyway. Just wait, I was going to do shield spikes. What am I doing? It's fine. Bit of a hiccup there, but that's okay. Defensive mode time? This kind of sucks. Actually, we probably proc it next turn, so... I want to play curl up. I'm just going to gain the 8 brace, like I was going to do before. And then this turn we should be fine. We have all this damage. Yeah, check that out. You can get roll attack outlet next turn, it looks like. With Twin Slam being played twice. Could even do it this turn if I wanted, and played Temporal Shield as well. Be a big damage trade, but we'd also be sacrificing defensive mode while they're in defensive mode, and we kind of need that. So... Sentry Blast, Strike, and Walker Claw. Maximum damage. Could do Time Bomb here. I don't think so, though. I think I do defend Polybeam. Yeah, we're doing pretty good. I'm just maximizing the amount of HP that I get next act. It's pretty important. I don't think we get to play Walker Claw. Oh, but we have Twin Slam? Twin Slam gets Temporal Shield out if I want to do that instead. And I can curl up Walker Claw? Okay. It's an option. I'm not convinced I'm going to do that. Straight defend. Alright, alright. We're close. $12 and 7. No, wait, hang on. We can Sentry Wave. Yeah, okay, so now this is enough by itself. Good. Oh, right. We only needed 1. Okay. Polybeam. Probably want to use that next turn, so let's put a strike in. It's so close. That does it. Very nice. There's Fierce Bash, there's Citrine, and there's Spheric Shield. Wow. Is Fierce Bash worth it? I'm not convinced. Citrine or Spheric Shield could both be worth. Although Citrine, we've already filled up Twin Slam, so we're not getting a free Twin Slam out of it. And Spheric Shield is just such a safe card. It's also really good for Snecko Eye. In case we happen to get that somehow. Be a crazy hand turn 1 we get We actually get, like, what? 8 cards a turn plus this? That's crazy. Yeah, I don't see Citrine being very good right now. I would have to take another socket card. And a lot of those are commons. There's a couple uncommons and a couple rares, but you can't really rely on those. And I'm not going to take the commons, I don't think, so Spheric Shield it is. So am I in need of damage? It doesn't feel like it. I did pretty good last fight, and I felt like I was holding back because of Guardian's defensive mode quite a bit, so I think we just take the safety. Oh boy, Pandora's box. I transmuted a card already, but we have Dexterity Twin Slam, which works well with the defense. If we transform these, then we're only guaranteed these two. We could lose out on a lot. I feel like Runic Domes are really good here. 4th Energy enables a lot of stuff because we have so many 2 costs. We have enough brace to plan for most things that could happen, especially with an extra draw the first 3 turns. That's so important. Pyramid I don't think does enough for us. We have too much energy. We're too energy hungry, and we have too many strikes and defense. Although these are pretty good cards with Twin Slam, pre-program, and all that. I think Runic Dome is going to be our best bet. Although Pandora's box, I'm not really sure how to evaluate that here. Would Pandora's box be worth it? We've been surviving pretty well on 3 energy, but with an extra draw the first 3 turns, I think energy is going to be so good. Alright. Looks like we're fighting Collector this act. Where's the shops at? Here. And here. This act is full, and there's 2 shops. Crazy. Also, 2 elite act. Maximum 2 elites, 2 campfires. Even if we go up this super elite route, we get no shops though. Looks like, I think we're gonna go like this. We have so much gold from Mob Bank, I think we can afford to take 2 shops and not wait until this one. What about this right path? This right path also has 2 elites, 2 campfires. I guess if I really feel like going this way I can, avoiding this shop. But I feel more comfortable going like this. If I get a shop and a question mark, I can also go around like that. I don't know. Could also go like this. We got a lot of options. But it all starts somewhere down here. In fact, either of these options could be correct. Actually, oh wait, no, I was going to say no matter what, we get 2, but we can actually get 3 if we go this way. Is there any benefit to going to more fights than question marks? I guess, or more question marks than fights, either way. I guess more cards, more gold, more potions is good. We only have 1 potion, so farming for more seems like a decent idea. I think the flexibility here is really important. Just being able to go for 2 or 3 question marks, since I'm not 100% sure here what to do. I don't think that this gives us that much more value. Like we know we're pretty good right now, so I think we just start going up this way and decide how many question marks we want. Alright, we know you're hexing this turn, so I don't have to worry about that. Probably want to gain some brace now, though, with Shield Spikes. Shield Spikes Walker Claw seems like a decent idea. Let's do it. I may have to get out the wiki at some point. In fact, I don't know how much this is attacking for. I think it's 12? I think Chosen attacks for 12. Sometimes with their debuff. They're either doing the weaken plus gain strength thing, or they're doing their vulnerable attack. Oh yeah, I don't even have to break out the wiki anymore. There's a bot that Ocean made on Discord that allows me to see enemy patterns. Chosen creature. Yes, it's 12 and 2 vulnerable. Or applying 3 weak and gaining 3 strength. So I think we want to enter defensive mode no matter what here. But we do want at least 12 block. I think we can achieve this with all attacks. Because Sentry Blast Accelerate weakens the Chosen. Taking it down to 9, which is less than our defensive mode does. So let's do it. Right, we don't want to do that yet. We want to do this, now this, so that we can also get weakened next turn. Just maximum damage. Okay, we got weakened and they got strength. 1 in it, damage 4 times. What about Spheric Shield? What if we just did Spheric Shield again? What if we just said, fuck it? We ran out of Deca's Washers. This is turn 3? Yes. $12 damage. Oh, they could be dealing 21 damage right now, but we're always playing Sentry Wave anyway, so... It's either... Oh wait, no, hang on. It's 20. It's since they have 3 strength, it's either 24 or 18. The 9 times 2. It's originally a 6 times 2 attack. So it would be either 6 times 2 with weaken or 18 single with weaken. So that's still full blocks no matter what. I think we always play Sentry Wave. We want the attack out for next this. We're going to be weakened twice on Time Bomb, so that takes it from, what is it? 22 to about half, 11 I think. Maybe 12. Yeah, I think it's 12. So we do 12 right now. Plus 5, plus 12. It's 29. It's down to 17 with the spend. We have to do 17 more damage while we're weakened, and we have to worry about next turn possibly being an attack of some kind. So yeah, let's just Spheric Shield, stay in defensive mode, play Strikes twice. Oh yeah, that's also Thorns damage, so that works. In fact, that was actually more. I won't do that next turn, so... Okay. Yeah, he did do the attack. Alright, cool. 0 damage fight. Another roll attack, a planning, or an incinerate. I think none of these? Planning's looking a little bit better with all the accelerate we have, but not quite good enough. Would rather have a suspension. I would probably take a suspension here. Especially with our extra draw in the first few turns. I don't think we take another roll attack. And Incinerate's just too much accelerate. By the way, if we had taken the stasis strikes earlier, we would not be making use of them with all the accelerate we've taken. So, alright, let's see what we got here. Ooh, brace 2. I was wondering if we were going to see this. I just didn't say it. Because I was thinking these defense could be okay with the dexterity, but they'd be even better upgraded. And this would do it. But is it better to add brace 2 to everything? I don't think we're playing those cards that much with the extra draws in the first few turns and the expensive cards, so I don't think they're worth it. And I guess that logic also applies to upgrading, but we could be using the defense late game for defense. So there is still merit to upgrading. We might just go with the remove, though. That's what I'm thinking. I think we just remove another strike. Yeah, I think it still just edges out. Card removes are too good. Alright, well we got one of the good events in Act 2, so that kind of steers me away from taking 2 more. Because we could end up getting bad ones. Forgotten Ulcer is one of them. What are some other ones? What are the other bad events? I don't know. There's actually better ones that I'm giving them credit for. I guess vampires would be bad. This is not a vampire deck, and we've already removed 2 strikes anyway. Apparitions would be good, I guess. Although we might not need them. Yeah, I'm not actually sure how much setup actually helps us here. Which is what apparitions are really for. They keep you safe the first few turns while you set up the strong things your deck is doing. I guess it means that we don't have to rely on brace as much for defense, which means we can wait to use that and be very efficient about it. Because the brace requirement to enter defensive goes up every time you enter it. So if you can hold off from entering it for a few turns, then that's actually a good thing. Low max HP kind of hurts, though. Also, losing a bunch of current HP might not be worth it either. Also, draw inconsistency can happen once your deck is too big. What else is there in Act 2? Fleeting Vagrant, you spend money for a relic. 85 gold is not that much, so I would absolutely take that. What else is Act 2? Colosseum, that doesn't happen until the second half, though. There's Red Mask Gang, which I would love to see. I guess it's kind of a toss-up. Does anything really hurt me? Avocado. I do have one more easy pool fight, and then I would get a hard pool fight here. I don't know. I'm the kind of person that really loves thinking through all the options and trying to get it right, even if I don't know. Like, I don't know whether it's better to take 2 question marks or another question mark here. Because fights, even though they give you a lot of benefits, are still risky. I guess I should take the guaranteed value, though, if I'm offered it. I don't think I'm in a lot of danger. I have good defense cards. Especially with Spirit Shield. Alright, let's go for the less question marks then. And it is Apparitions, there you go. I don't think we take it, though. After all that, the moral of the story was too inconsistent, too much HP to lose. So yeah, that's just how it worked. Anyway, here's Avocado. Curl up, defend. Twin Slam, defend, gear up. That's... oh wait, no, that's... yeah, that's 4 energy. These 3 are 4 energy, and this is free. So I want to do it a different way. That gives me the most block this turn. So I kind of have to. Alright, so we take 2 damage here. This always attacks for 21 turn 1 at this Ascension. In fact, I think it happened starting at A17. Normal enemies have more challenging of movesets, yeah. Okay, so... ooh, Sentry Blast right now, huh? Sure. Let's do it. Oh, if I had brought Polybeam... I forgot I had Temporal Shield too. I was just thinking Time Bomb. Yeah, that would have worked. I guess this turn I get Weaken instead? Eh. Oh, but next turn I have a ton of defense anyway, so... no big deal. This could be the 21 attack again. I don't have any strength this turn, so let's just gain some thorns. Big attack? Okay, double attack, that's even better. That's 12 thorns damage. I think we win this turn. I should leave feedback on how long that animation takes. Gem Cannon's back. No. Still no. We have 4 gems. It's not enough. Clone Plus. Well, it's upgraded, so it accelerates once when you put a copy of a card into stasis now. And we are missing things to put things into stasis, and that could be a strong way to do it. We have tons of accelerate. Alright, I think this is the time we take a Clone Plus and actually be happy about it. We're gonna have so much gold by the time we get to the shop. Holy hell. This could be 23 damage. I believe it's 14 and 9. Let me check on that, actually. Centurion. Mystic. 14 from Centurion, 9 from Mystic, so yes, 23. I think I clone Spheric Shield and then play Spheric Shield Defend. Hell yeah. Looks like they did both attack me, so that was correct. We know she can't attack again, so it'd just be this guy attacking for 14. Twice in a row. Possibly. So I don't want to go overboard with my offense here. I could be taking 2 damage. Twin Slam. I think I'm going to wait. I'm going to put Temporal Shield in. Then I play Sentry Blast. Walker Claw does more damage, but we enter... I guess we just re-enter defensive like this. There we go. Yeah, we got hit again. We know they're not attacking this turn, so we don't have to use Spheric Shield. We can just wait to redraw that at 0 energy. Also, there's all this. Let's do this. Alright. You block. You heal, of course. Now you can both be attacking again. So I'm gonna... combo the hell out of you. Man, it's been such a long time since I got a stasis combo deck like this. This is gonna be fun. This is probably one of the best ways to play stasis, honestly. Stasis combos. Use a bunch of accelerate. Put cards in and out, repeat them over and over. Especially cards that put themselves into stasis. Do I have enough damage? Looks like I will. Great. Alright, another 0 damage fight. Blessing of the Forge. Yeah, that works. Future plans. You know, with the Accelerate, I think we can absolutely take that. Future plans kind of takes up 2.5 stasis slots at once. But with Accelerate, we can maybe get away with it. Curl Up Sentry Blast Clone might be a little bit too much, so we could maybe take an extra stasis slot card. I do think this is good though, having stuff in stasis consistently. Although that last fight, we actually had a lot of stuff in stasis all the time. We had 2 turns with 3 cards of stasis, and we didn't have enough room to put anything else in. We also have a lot of 2 costs that go into stasis already, so those take up slots for longer. Maybe we have enough already. Yeah, you know what? Let's not take this actually. Tourmaline, no room. Alright, upgrade time. I guess we do Walker Claw now? I could also just recall here, like, none of these are amazing upgrades. But I guess that does kind of nerf us for several floors, like a ton of floors actually. What if I do Sentry Blast? Oh, with all the Accelerate, that's actually a lot more brace than before. Than just 2 every other turn. We could maybe even double it with enough accelerate. Maybe not double. Walker Claw being more worth it is good for the elite fights, though. Should probably do that first. Yeah, get more front load there. All right, looks like we're heading towards this shop after all. It is Book of Stabbing. Interesting. Looks like I can enter defensive mode right now with Blessing of the Forge. This upgrades to 15 brace, and I think that's worth it, even though we don't play the Walker Claw. Maybe it's not, though. Maybe we just want to block 12 out of the most likely 14 damage coming turn 1. Actually, let's take a look at what those odds actually are. Book of Stabbing. What are the odds? 15%, so 1 in 7. Ish. 1 in 7-ish to be hitting us for 24 this turn. And if it is, we enter defensive mode anyway? Wow. Okay, so Shield Spike's Walker Claw may be a good idea, then. Okay, let's just stick with this for now, then. Not like we're going to be using defend upgrades this fight anyway. It is the big attack. Wow. Alright, well, we're set for the rest of this fight anyway, so I'm not upset about this. Alright, we are a little bit short on energy here, unfortunately. I would like to be able to play Spheric Shield, Roll Attack, Sentry Blast, and Clone. What would I even clone? Would I clone the Sentry Blast? Maybe I don't need to. Actually, do I have the scaling damage for this? Maybe the Thorns is enough scaling. We're being attacked for 21 this turn. I think Spheric Shield has to be played in order to stay safe enough for the next few turns to do as much damage as we can. So I guess that means we go Roll Attack. No, we're always doing Spheric Shield, we're always doing Sentry Blast. I don't think Spheric Shield comes out fast enough. Oh wait, Twin Slam, Time Bomb. We could have cloned that, actually. We have 2 turns of defensive mode, though. Let's just do our damage. Alright, 28 coming in this turn. We have enough already. Very good. Oh. Alright. Oh, I could have put something into stasis with Curl Up. Huh. Do I just do the damage then, or... You know what, we're gonna get the strikeout anyway, right, with Twin Slam. Let's just gain the brace, and also get this for free. Alright, 24 incoming again. We can full block with Sentry Wave. We can also clone the free Twin Slam. Check that out. So we're getting hit for 18 here, because we just got the multi-attack twice in a row. So it's 24 minus a quarter, 18. So we don't have to block anymore. Which means next turn I think we have the win, as long as we get 1 attack. Got me worried there. I guess this would have worked. Alright, so 12 damage off the 1 in 7. It just be like that sometimes. Oh, wait a minute. Ancient Construct. This could be the time that we take an Ancient Construct because we want to. We have temporary buffs. It's not much, but we have some, and we can maybe pick up another one later. These other 2 options are okay. I think the Shield Charger is especially good. Man, is it good enough, though? Turning that Dexterity permanent is pretty good. We can also clone one of those 2 to gain... Probably Twin Slam to gain more Dexterity. Is it good enough, though? That's the real question. It could still be too slow. The only reason I'm really considering this is because we're pretty set right now in terms of front-loaded stuff. We were struggling a little bit in terms of damage against Book of Stabbing, so having a way to stall for longer with extra decks or a way to gain our strength permanently would actually be super helpful, and especially because we're so safe to play this most of the time. Doesn't upgrade to 2 cost. We only have 4 energy and a ton of 2 costs. Also, it is still slow, like I said, so maybe we just take the shield charger and look for another way to scale. We still have over half the game left to do so. Actually, it's about exactly half, because once we get to floor 48, I think that's the first... Yeah, floor 49 is the campfire before the 2 Act 3 bosses, so... floor 48 would be our last fight, and so we're exactly halfway. Yeah, so that's still plenty of time to find scaling. We would have to be a little bit careful, though. I think, like, not to skip it if we find it, right? It's kind of like a Hexago situation. You need this, so you need to take it if you see it. It's just that, like, we still have the luxury to skip something like this if it's too weak. I think most of the other powers would be stronger than this, honestly. Most of the other scaling powers, I mean. Like, Revenge Protocol would give us strength, especially when upgraded. 3 strength is a lot better than 2. There's Orb Walk. We would absolutely love to see Orb Walk, I think. Yeah, we got pre-programmed sometimes, which I probably would upgrade for that. We have a Clone Plus and a Curl Up Plus, so those would all work. We would like Floating Orbs as well. Floating Orbs would be good. Also, Ancient Construct wouldn't be damage scaling most of the time. I guess when we draw this it would be, but I think most of the time it would just be Dexterity, so we'd be waiting a long time for just Strength. That being said, if our scaling is like another Ruby or Charge Up or Ancient Power, that would be a way to keep our offense, and we might need that. Can also clone pre-program. I'm not sure about taking this, but then again, I like never take it, right? Time to learn. This is our learning moment. Hey, there's Time Capacitor. Only I'd taken the future plans. It's on sale too, wow. But instead we get Master Strategy, we get Vajra, we get Happy Flower, we get Donu's Washers. Can I afford all this? Doesn't look like it. Looks like I'm going to be a bit short. 330, 495, 686. Yeah, we're off by 50. Is Vajra even worth buying? Happy Flower probably is. Donu's Washers could be as well, with the extra draw one. And also our starter relic. Happy Flower, Master Strategy, Donu's Washers, Trip? Right, I said we're off by 50, so 162 minus 100 would be enough. We wouldn't be card removing, but we have so much draw already with these, and that it might just be better to grab this as our damage scaling. 1 strength I don't think is going to make the difference as much as everything else here. These cards up here I don't think matter enough. Time Capacitor, we didn't take any more stasis, so I don't think that works. I think we buy Happy Flower, Donu's Washers for as much energy as we can muster, and Master Strategy Trip for the rest. More consistency, faster setup, and just good offensive scaling. Oh, this also works really well with stasis. I learned that in the Trip episode from, I want to say, around 20 episodes ago. Yeah. Somewhere like 50s, 60s. Yeah, I'm going to go like that. Let me just double check this. This is 333 plus 200, 533 minus 9, 524, 624. So we're good by 8 gold. Alright, we broke the bank, and for a lot of shit. So that's real good. And we're not going left anymore. Are we? Hang on, let's think about this. We get 2 more hallway fights in an elite, and 1 question mark. Left we get 2 hallway fights, an elite, and 1 question mark. That's exactly the same. Except we get this campfire after this question mark. I think that's good, actually. Because if we have to lose HP here, we can heal it back. Or if we get some kind of upgrade here, we can be more informed here. The one downside is if we find like a duplication here, and then we can't dupe an upgraded card. But then again, I'd probably just dupe Spirit Shield. Maybe. We'll see. Question card. At this point in the game, well, I mean, I already have the blue key, so might as well. It's still probably good for one more half of the game, so let's do it. Alright. You love to see this much energy turn 1. You don't love to see this fight, though, with this. Good turn 1 is not that great versus this fight unless you have a lot of offense, because they're neither of them are attacking right now. So there's that. I think what I do is I put Spheric Shield into stasis and then use a bunch of Accelerate. I want to use Sentry Blast primarily, though. So let's do this. One, two, three, four, five. Sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I guess defensive mode again? It's fine. I want to set this to exactly 1 turn in stasis, so that it comes out next turn, is the thing. So, I want to accelerate it twice, and that means we only accelerate it once with Twin Slam. Because Time Bomb hits it once. That's once, that's twice. So we do it like this. I don't know why I attacked her instead of chosen cultist, I mean. Hopefully that doesn't hurt us too much. Oh, we're good. We're absolutely good. Do I want to clone something? I can clone the Spheric Shield again. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, that's awesome. Please hit the left one 3 times. Awesome, thank you. We're going to enter defensive mode for 2 turns here. It's going to be good stuff. We got a lot of dazes and a void in the draw pile. Oh hey, the void's here. Very nice. Alright, can we get a kill before we... Oh god. I guess roll attack actually does it in time. Cool. Alright, easy peasy. Block potion over blessing? Yeah, probably over blessing. Most of our good cards are upgraded here. And I think I want this more for, what do you call it? Both of the remaining elite fights, actually. Oh hey, it's a resilient plate. That would have been way better than Ancient Construct. Another Walker Claw, a reroute, a Temporal Shield. I think this is a skip. Although Resilient Plate... It's still 1 energy, 8 brace, which is really good. It would just need an upgrade. But I guess if most of my cards are good upgraded already, like I would probably upgrade Trip right now. I don't think Master Strategy needs it. 3's already really good. Maybe Pre-Program gets an upgrade, but we have plenty of time to upgrade all these cards. Although if I'm talking about upgrading cards, I could just upgrade Ancient Construct for 2 immediate Artifact and try and take advantage of that. That's actually... You know, even though this isn't 2-cost upgrade, this is still good to take advantage of if you take this somewhat speculatively. Because as soon as you find some kind of temporary buff, you can take advantage of it as soon as you draw it. So... Yeah, I think we skip the Resilient Plate. I think we try to keep the deck small and brace that way. Maybe I upgrade Sentry Blast. I am now realizing my purchases at that last store, I gave up 2 card removes. Both the one here and this here. Maybe I should have thought about that a little bit more. I think this is Explosive Pop with this draw. And we hope Polybeam hits. I guess we put Trip on Fat Gremlin then. Because if this hits it twice, then it'll die instead of having to do it 3 times. Alright, here we go. Alright, now you die to Thorns, that's good. From Spheric Shield specifically. I don't know whether Gremlin Leader is attacking or not. It would be 28. I don't think that's worth using the block potion for, though. I think it's like some really low chance. Yeah. Now we're also probably not being attacked this turn. But I can still maybe enter defensive. Just in case. I want as much brace as possible. We're at 20 now? Oh, right, because we used Spheric Shield to enter. We didn't use brace. So if we enter defensive right now, we need another 20 brace to re-enter next turn. Which is not possible, apparently. So we would not be able to re-enter defensive mode if we need it. Man, I want to play Curl Up. Alright, let's just do it like that. If they're attacking this turn, we don't need to care. We take 3 damage. Yeah. Oh man, Roll Attack would have been great to have this turn. Because then I could actually use the AoE from it. Oh, we missed both that and Master Strategy. That sucks. We have Time Bomb, though. So that's not so bad. Sure. Oh, I could have done this. I gotta stop forgetting about that. So 33 goes down to 24, that means we're already full blocking. We'll just do maximum damage, get this out next turn. Yep. Now we're not getting attacked again. No way, no how. We'll get a second roll attack, we'll just dupe it. Easy game. Gelatinous Cube, that'll be great for Act 4. Quartz, love to see it. I don't think we need any more draw than we already have. We got this, Master Strategy. Quartz, though, we can just take speculatively and use whenever we put it in whatever we want. Probably put it in Bobble Burst or Exploit Gems. Either one would be great. Ooh. We don't need HP, so I guess we're getting 1 of 20 cards. Let's go. There's a Floating Orbs. Okay, interesting. It's another Shield Charger. We don't need Repulsor. It's Event Steam. We don't need. A lot of commons here. We haven't even seen a rare for a while yet. I guess Ancient Construct was a few floors ago. Never mind then. Strike for Strike is at more good damage. I think Floating Orbs is our best scaling option here, and we still need to take scaling for later, so... Yeah, there's so many commons here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That's like almost the entire common pool in this one screen. I don't remember exactly how many Guardian has. I think it's somewhere close to 20. It might be like 22. Anyway, Floating Orbs. It's going to be great. It's going to need an upgrade like immediately, I think. That or Trip. What could be here? Three cultists, I guess? Yeah, that'd be good for... Yeah, we don't need Floating Orbs just yet. This is a hallway fight. Let's go for the frontline value. Okay, well, that did nothing. But that's alright. It'll still be good for Collector. Not like we were banking on something that only works sometimes. Spheric Shield, Shield Spikes, huh? into Time Bomb. Alright, good, you weren't debuffing. $300 defensive. This is 9, this is 16. Alright. Yeah, goodbye. Wow, an Amethyst. To go with the other non-existent card. Actually, Quartz is really good with floating orbs right now, isn't it? Oh, and it also works with Trip. Cool. Vent Steam. Another vulnerable? I'm not convinced I need this, but it could be something for Quartz. I think we just put it in as another zero cost card though. I'm still ignoring like Prismatic Spray and stuff like that. Crystal Ray is better now. It's upgraded too. It's 16 base. 18, 20, 22, 24. Does 24 damage. That's pretty respectable. But what's our attack density looking? Pretty low actually, 1/3. I guess with all the card draw we have, that's not so bad. We're averaging around 2 attacks a turn. That may be still a bit low for Repto. But two energy card is still rough. We could probably stand to take one more card. We're gonna need it somewhat soon, right? It's also good for collector's minions. Alright, I'll take it. I'm not 100% sold on this. We could find something better later, but then again, we could whiff. So maybe it's better to have the insurance now. Let's go floating orbs. Get that scaling in. Speed up collector and then take a break. Alright, we know they're not attacking this turn. They're always summoning turn 1. That gives us time to get Ancient Construct in play. That's interesting. And we get curl up turn 1 for controlled stasis. Very nice. Okay. So we can enter defensive right now. I think we do gear up and then curl up Spheric Shield. Sure. And then hopefully she attacks us next turn. For the full 35 damage, 7, 7, 21. We'll see. We have Time Bomb this turn, okay. Oh, we can kill one of them right now. Right, we have Strength too, just passively, so this is 26. We're about to have 28. Oh, this is like so close to being out immediately because of the Time Bomb. Oh, but we have Temporal Potion? Interesting. I don't think we have to use that, I think we save that for later. Clone would be better to have next turn anyway. Having something to clone that's zero cost though, like, what if we clone the Polybeam? Oh yeah, we have Ancient Construct, so we get to keep this thing. That's very nice. Very, very nice. Doesn't matter who we attack here, it doesn't look like. We're probably taking 3 damage here. We kill one of these. It doesn't even matter which one we play. Yeah, 7 and 21. Unless she's buffing. Nope, she attacked. There you go. Alright, let's get that Polybeam. Let's get that second Polybeam out immediately. She could be attacking again this turn. It's another 21 damage, which means we probably do have to play Spheric Shield. I don't want to, but we might have to. Yeah. Oh, I have to play this first. So I don't lose the brace. That's really important. Alright, let's do some damage. Below 100, let's go. Actually, 186 is further than I thought it would go. Alright. Not attacking this turn. This is her debuff turn. Oh, and we can combo Sentry Wave here. That's great. You love to see it. Oh, and we get to keep Dexterity too. You absolutely love to see it. I think we do roll attack here, rather than second slam. Having weaken next turn is going to be really important in case she attacks. We don't even have artifact for the debuff turn, although it would only get rid of the weaken anyway, which is probably the worst thing that you can get rid of. Having both vulnerable and frail is really punishing, so getting rid of weaken is not great. And yes, it does work differently than the heart. The heart blocks vulnerable with artifact blocks vulnerable at the heart, but here it blocks weaken. Is there a play with master strategy here, maybe? I don't think we gain enough brace. We have to play roll attack to have that out next turn. We just leave this in the deck because it's a 4 draw. Drawing that together with Void is actually really bad. Anti-synergy with Donu's Washers? Didn't think about that. We got Twin Slam now, we're good. Actually, does this just kill? How much damage do we got? 40... 84? Right? That's 40... plus 48? That's... No, 40 plus 48 is 88. How much is this, though? 18 versus 24? Okay. Yeah, we just win on turn 5. Cool. Alright, yeah, we're really strong. Oh boy. I think this is construction form. What do you guys think? You will notice, though, that we've whiffed on both of the, oh man, construction, sorry, not construction form. Question card with, boss rewards. Didn't even think about that. And yes, I've been playing this game for a long time. Still never really thought about how good that is. Yeah, we didn't hit Bubble Burst or Exploit Gems for some kind of gem to put the quartz into. That's okay. I feel like construction form is the best, but I still want to consider both of these. I don't think we quite generate enough block for Body Slam for Body Crash to be consistent enough compared to construction form. Like, this would still be good if we really, really wanted damage, but this gives us so much consistency. Laser Turret's also still good with all of our Accelerate, but I think with Floating Orbs we want to just get stuff out of stasis quickly and play them for 0, and that'll be our scaling rather than relying on Laser Turret. Also, Permanent Strength is great with construction form, so... Oh my god, there's Snekawai. Okay. Well. Is that what we want? We have so many 2 and 3 costs. We have 8. It's a third of the deck. We do have a few 0 costs, though, which we're going to have to deal with. Sentry Blast gets good after the first play. Master Strategy, maybe not so much. Pre-program, not so good. Trip, not so good. So yeah, this has problems. We have 2 3-cost cards, though, that especially love Snekawai. Oh, none of these are energy, except for, I guess, Snekawai cheating energy. Oh, but this also draws so many cards. Draw 5 a turn. 7, 8 with deck as washers. We have Starter Relic. We have Stasis sometimes. We have Gelatinous Cube sometimes. That may be too many downsides. It may actually be a Sacred Bark pick. We still have to get the green key in Act 3, so Black Star is very risky. We might just get like 2 relics out of it if we're really unlucky. That one from this act and one from Act 4. You know? I think as much as I want to take Snekawai, we're much more consistent just taking Sacred Bark. Also, Sacred Bark is great for Act 3 and Act 4 boss gauntlet, because you can spend a lot of time saving up really good potions to have doubled for that. We also have 2 potions already right now, so that's good too. I know for sure it's not Black Star, so it's just, is Snekawai good enough to make up for all the downsides? Too much draw, stasis, 0 costs. We don't have any debuff reduction, so we are not getting rid of that, we just have Artifact. So that's good. Also, more draw turn 1. Wouldn't be so bad if we, like, if we're trying to get Ancient Construct, especially upgraded, get that Artifact turn 1 for the heart and not be vulnerable. That'd be great. We do have Donu's Washers though, so like we're just getting more consistency out of turn 1 rather than actually getting more raw value from the energy. Also, bad turn 1 draws could actually hurt us quite a bit. Like if we get a bad Snecko roll, lots of 2s and 3s. No zeros. No zeros is actually pretty bad no matter what. Our gear up will always cost 1. Because it's not drawn with Snecko Eye, it's put in your hand. And Snecko Eye randomizes on draw. So we'd have 8 cards turn 1. Quartz is really, really bad with Snecko Eye too. I'm going to just go Sacred Bark. I feel like Snecko Eye is going to betray me if I take it. And, you know, Snecko Eye is really, really good, but you do have to worry more about the inconsistency the further you get into the game. Like, over multiple floors, it will even out, but multiple floors matters less and less the later you get in the game. If you have one bad draw versus Heart, you need to have gotten strong enough from the rest of the game for that to not be a problem. Otherwise, you're in trouble. I don't think I want to take that risk. Please tell me. Okay, so it looks like I'm not taking this path over here, but I do get compensation like this. Wow, that's actually quite a bit. 3 and 3, holy shit. Okay, that's really good, actually. I was kind of hoping it was up here so I could get 4 elites, but there's no campfires there, so it's a little greedy, don't you think? 145 gold. You're not getting another shop for the rest of the act. I should probably grab a card remove here if I can. Or here. Wait, no, I can't go over if I do that. Get 2 question marks. Alright, I think this is kind of what I'm going to go for. But I am going to take a break, like I said. So, when I come back, I'll determine whether or not this was actually the path that I want to take. So, I'll see you in just a second. Alright, we are back. Let's grab the Super Elite. Got 2 campfires there, very nice. Want to head through here. I believe... Was I going for another shop here? What was I doing? Okay, according to my last footage, I was going for another shop. I don't have shop relics, right? No, but I guess I wanted a card remove? I guess that makes sense. Aggressively going for card removes makes a lot of sense. I don't know. Let's take a look at this again. Looks like our attack density is alright. Would I go for a... I probably wouldn't go for... Well, maybe I might go for a defender move. We've got a lot of defense now. We've got Spheric Shield and Construction Form. We've got plenty of Brace, and we got some Dexterity for our remaining block cards. So a defender move might not be that bad. I'm thinking of keeping a strike here simply because of Reptimancer having good enough attack density against her and her daggers. Alright, this is what I went with last time. I'm not really feeling the shop, but I think I'll do it anyway. Alright, Runic Dome and Sacred Bark. Alright. Let's see what we can do here. Looks like we got about 6 energy worth of cards in hand. If we don't include gear up, I mean. Worst case scenario, we just leave Polybeam alone. If all 3 are attacking, I'm fine with taking, I guess, like 15 damage. Which means I probably shouldn't play Polybeam. This is not going to do very much. Let's do Ancient Construct, Sentry Blast, gear up. And we have a bad turn, launch for defensive. Alright. Alright. Okay. Full blocked. And now we have Time Bomb, which is going to be 40 damage. Right, we still only have 4 energy. Anyway, this is going to do 40 damage. Takes us down to 31 and 28. So Time Bomb would not be enough to kill. We would get a little bit more out of Sentry Blast. 7. So that would be enough to kill this, I guess. But then we have to deal with these guys. Which I guess Construction Form could work for. Sure. Did I say Construction Form? I guess it has to be Shield Spikes. Unless it's only 28. Okay. Yeah, we'll just go with Shield Spikes. If I take 2 damage here. Awesome. Alright. That wasn't a ton of damage, so I think that's pretty good. 24. We can get this up to 28 with playing 1 Twin Slam. 28 and 5. 33. So we lose slightly less damage by attacking this one. Right. Alright. This one's coming back. Should probably clone Sentry Blast? Yeah, that makes sense. Let's do this first. Oh, right. I guess that's fine, though. Oh, is that a kill, actually? Yeah, it is a kill. Awesome. Shield Charger's back again. I think we're still good on Stasis. At least cards that put cards into Stasis, so Recover is probably not our pick. I think Shield Charger is fine since we have ways to put it into Stasis other ways. What's our boss again? Time Eater, right? Yeah. We have a 50-50 of hitting Awakened 1 then. I don't think we get to put this into Stasis often enough with our Curl Up and Clone. Wasn't there another one? Curl Up, I guess Pre-Program, in a way. Maybe it's still a good idea. I feel like I'm taking a lot of defense here. And that might backfire. So I'm not sure. Maybe I do skip it. I mean, the brace is really, really good. I'm just now realizing Runic Dome Sacred Bark is a little bit of a weird combo. Because Sacred Bark buffs your potions, which you're going to be using in emergency situations, but you don't always know when it's going to be an emergency situation, especially for something like Block Potion. But also for a lot of the other potions, like this one, you kind of want to be able to know what's happening. So maybe this is like a bad combination. I'm going to take the Shield Charger. Alright, what do we got here? Can't buy these, that's fine though. These are kind of not necessary right now. So the Refracted Beam, that's interesting. Get basically an upgraded Walker Claw for our Strength, which I guess is just pre-program and Construction Form. Yeah, I was just gonna go for a card remove, and I am gonna go for the defend, I think. Unless maybe the strike is still worth it. We have floating orbs. We have plenty of multi-attacks. I mean, these defends aren't doing very much right now. I'll go defend. Then we'll save the rest of our gold for Act 4. Alright, what are we gonna get? That's a pretty good one to get. Oh, we can even do it now if I wanted? I don't really want to do it now, though, so let's just do this. I am going to get Time Bomb here, though, apparently. Time Bomb on this. We're not going to need Construction Form. Alright. Strength pot. 4 strength. That's tough. Another shield spikes. Another time bomb. Another time bomb I think is actually really good here. For Repto. I think I would take that over these. Accelerate's also nice. But would I take a strength potion? You know what? I would replace that. Okay. Don't need more energy, I don't think. Well, at least not this much. I'm just gonna lose the max HP. We're gonna get our rare relic. We just fought one of these. Let's fight 2 of them now. Do I want to Ancient Construct? I think I'm gonna wait. I think I want to wait on Polybeam. Wait, no, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 energy anyway? Okay. Do I want to use the Strength Potion here, actually? Maybe I want to do that. Maybe I want to use the Block Potion? Strength Potion's still really good against the elites. And we're not going to get much of a better time to use this unless we have a lot of control. Unless we fight very specific fights that we know we'll have a lot of control in. So let's just use this now. Because these guys are always going to be scaling up their strength. So we're going to have to deal with some damage next turn no matter what. Alright, left one's dying first. Yeah, it's down to 12 already. I don't want to spend an energy on this turn, I don't think. Just draw a card. Okay, Construction Form. I think we lose 1 buffer with that. No matter what. That's good, I think. Lets us take out this one pretty easily. I forget how much these guys attack for. Let's take another look. What does the Spire bot have to say about this? Orb Walker. 2 words, unlike the Orb Walk card. So it's 15 and 16 normally. 16, it's 11 and 16. 10 and 15 at low ascension, but 11 and 16 here. And it gains 5 strength, so it could be 16, 21. Minimum is 32, maximum is 42. But no matter what, one hit's fully blocked and one hit isn't. So defend doesn't help anything. It would have to be either Clone, Walker Claw, or Construction Form. Actually a tough decision. Because this is a lot of damage. This is a lot of defense. I'm going to go with the defensive option. Because Buffer's really good against these guys. But they both went the smaller attack route, which is not great because burns really hurt. Oh, but we have Gelatinous Cube? Cool. Very nice. Master Strategy, not a good turn for that, apparently. So now these could be, what? 10 strength plus 16, 26, 52? Wow. We have 3 burns, so Shield Spike, Spheric Shield would block exactly 1 hit again, and we wouldn't be able to do anything else. I can get Thorns, because I don't think we're going to get enough Brace to re-enter defensive in time. That does a little bit of damage. I can kill one of these, but I have to give up my buffer to burns if I do that. This is 41 damage between these. Unless I use this, I guess. Now I'm going to go with this route. Alright, what happens here? 6 thorns. Single hit, and the buffer. No more burns. Very nice. That's very good news. I have Time Bomb Temporal Shield, which means that anything I put into stasis, as long as the 1 card comes out immediately. 1 cost card comes out immediately. We have 1 strength, so this is actually 16. So we want to do... Oh wait, hang on. This is... We're about to get 2 more, so 20. It's going to be 20 damage. Plus floating orbs. So I guess we want to attack this one as much as possible, or we want to block. 15 means it could be attacking for 31 right now. This is doing 20 damage. This will be doing 8. We're still kind of playing with the odds here. I want floating orbs to hit this. 28. And 18 is exactly 46. Okay, I guess we grab the strike then. Okay, and we way overdid it. Okay, we got Dubu Doll. 1 starting strength. I passed up a Vajra earlier, I think, so... Unless I'm misremembering. Sometimes I get my wires crossed. It's a suspension plus. Okay, I think I take that. Oh wait, we had the quartz. I was thinking about that the whole time. That's perfect. Very nice. There was an emerald there, but I don't think it's necessary right now. Alright, let's get that in there. There's an argument for keeping it out, with floating orbs getting 2 procs, but I think having 2 draw is more important. And also not having to play 2 cards versus Time Eater is a good thing. Alright, we can afford an upgrade here, so let's grab an upgrade. Time Bomb, I think, is falling off at this point as an upgrade. It was definitely doing more earlier. It can still do a lot against Repto, but we have a Strength Potion, worst case scenario, which will be doubled by Time Bomb, so... What about... Oh yeah, Shield Charger is a huge one right now. Shield Charger upgrade late game is really, really strong. So it's pre-program, but not as much as Shield Charger. I think in order of importance, we go Shield Charger, pre-program, and then either Sentry Blast or Master Strategy, probably Sentry Blast. You don't need a ton of card draw on Guardian. They're very energy hungry. You just need options. So more draw doesn't really help that much. You go from having 7 cards to choose from to 8. Yeah, anyway, a little bit of a tangent there. It is in fact Reptomancer. Alright, we got our suspension here. Let's see what we got. We got plenty of accelerate here, so whatever we draw we can... Oh, there's Trip. Okay. That's great because that kills everything instantly. And that lets me play Construction Form. So I think we put Twin Slam into stasis. Oh, both of those hit Repto? That's awesome. Yeah. Doubled modifiers. Killed them when they shouldn't have been killed. That's just how it goes. Okay. Now Repto could be attacking here, once or twice in fact. We have 20 damage at least though from Time Bomb, so these will both die. I think it'll be 22 in fact. This will block at least 1 hit of the multi-attack. Hopefully it's the multi, because I don't think this full blocks the single. Oh, but she's not attacking. Forgot that was an option. Alright, let's see what we're about to draw here. Okay, if I enter defensive mode with gear up, curl up, I can roll attack for AoE. So let's put this in. What do we put into stasis? We only have one accelerate. I guess shield spikes, we're probably not going to need that. Goodbye. Alright, now that I know for a fact that we're full blocking now. And goodbye. Very nice. Permanent strength of Broken Tooth, at least for this act. We've got a Dex potion. Interesting. Oh, we just fought Repto, so this isn't even a consideration at this point. I don't think I need either of these two. Tiny chest. Journal feather. That's neat. Alright, now we get another chest. Oh, another big one. Slime suit. Two very good relics. Heal to full. Actually, these are both rest site relics too. That's funny. So now we have repair card for a turn 2 buff. That's really interesting. I was thinking recently about how supply scroll, the relic we had in our last run, was a turn 3 buff, and we also had bag of prep for a turn 1 buff. This is our turn 2 buff. It gives us block on turn 1, like Anchor, but it also gives us +2 draw and +1 energy on turn 2 after a rest site, that is. We could recall here. I think I want to keep my options open in case we get better upgrades. We're not in any huge upgrade yet, so let's just recall. We got 2 more elites to go. Don't really want to enter defensive if I can avoid it, so... I do want weaken on turn 4, but we have so much accelerate that we could probably just do this regardless. Ooh, should I have used the strength potion this fight? Quite possibly. Yeah, I think we're going to need this fight. It was a little bit late of me, but not too late, that's for sure. Oh, there's construction form. Alright, what do we clone then? Do we clone anything? I think Sentry Blast is a little bit too slow. I think we clone Walker Claw. We could be getting attacked this turn, and I don't want to lose my buffer. But I also don't want to use defensive mode if it's not going to save me my buffer. Because they're attacking for 13 right now. If they're attacking at all. There goes Void. Alright, I guess we save this for later as well, since we can't play it. So I guess I lose a buffer here if they're attacking, because I'm not playing Gear Up. No way. Oh, Sentry Blast was there, I should have said that. Alright, goodbye buffer number 1. That was 2 attacks in a row, right? Yeah. So this is turn 3, we're going to be weakened. We're about to get Time Bomb into double Walker Claw, though. What if I put Time Bomb into stasis and then use Twin Slam twice? I like that idea. Then we get Time Bomb out later when I'm not weakened. Then again, how do we block here? I guess we enter defensive now to build up enough block for next turn. Yeah, and then we can combo that with Spirit Shield. Okay, let's put Time Bomb into stasis. We go defend, gear up. Alright, we even have... Do I want the block first? Do I want the block first, or do I want to build up? Does that make a difference? Good damage. 176 is roughly a third of its HP, so I think that's pretty good. We're about to lose our other buffer here, because there's no way for me to prevent that. Let's just do as much damage as we can. Time Bomb's about to come out and do mega damage. Yeah, goodbye. Good stuff. Pick of Rhapsody. Nope. I was offered the opportunity to get you earlier and I passed you up, and I'm not going to say yes this time. So, useless relic. There's charge up for more strength. And I am a bit low on temporary buffs. I did remove a defend. Do I want that? I'm already, well, I was going to say I'm already doing pretty good on damage, but I used a strength potion. I guess it's not going to help until Act 4. That's kind of what I'm going for, Act 4 help. But right now we have 3 strength at the start of the fight, thanks to Broken Tooth and Duvu Doll. In Act 4 we'll only have 1 strength for the boss, and no, well, I guess 2 strength for the boss and 1 for the Act 4 elite. But this is going to be so slow, so if I take it, I think we skip. We do have good relics though. Alright, let's see what we get here. We didn't take a card, so I guess it's pre-program. Yeah. Get more control. More future sight. Get another prepare. Very nice. I think Spheric Shield is fine to use now. It's not like we're low on energy. Might as well just play everything. 13 and 12 is 25. Alright, I would like to re-enter defensive again to keep all this blocked for next turn. We have shield spikes, okay. Oh, and I can clone anyway to accelerate this. I'm realizing that this clone accelerate is not helping us with the cards we're trying to put into stasis. Huh. So do I clone anything? Probably Time Bomb. Time Bomb does a lot of damage. Especially because I can Time Bomb it. Yeah. Alright, hit me. Alright, now hit me again. I don't care about construction form. The resummon. Not like it matters. Baylor's Lordly Plate. That was a super elite, by the way. That's an amazing find. I think we have a lot of brace procs, if I'm not mistaken. 13, 11, 9, 9, 5. And now upgrading Sentry Blast is looking a lot better. Shield Charger, wait, that's really good. Oh. Well, Bubble Burst, you're a bit late, I'm not gonna lie. Giga Beam is also kind of late. We do have Ancient Construct, but that takes a while to get into play, and we have other debuffs we're going to be dealing with. So skip both of those. Let's see what we got here. Ah, the other rare relic. Very nice. You can also just grab a doubt for an extra strength. There's a world in which that's actually correct. Grab that so that we have a better chance at Act 4 with that extra strength. Especially with a deck that's nearing 30 cards. I think I'd take the rare relic though. Watch us get like Guria at this floor. Be really sad. Alright, we're going to do a combo here with Twin Slam. We're also going to play Crystal Ray now because we can get the bonus damage. Spheric Shield. Yeah, Spheric Shield. That was an 89 damage turn 1, by the way. With the 20 block that Guardian gets in their defensive mode. I'm also going to... I don't think Construction Form is very good in this fight. Too many smaller attacks. Do we go for maximum damage then? Maximum block? I think block. Down to 7 brace. Shield Charger seems good. Oh, I have Clone to accelerate. Interesting. It still opens a selection screen, but it doesn't do anything. You fool, I have True Thorns, while you only have the thing that attacks me back once per attack. I have no way to accelerate. Let's just go with this. And you're dead. 6 strength, by the way. Mango. That's great. At this point in the game, max HP is actually super good. Especially on Guardian, who uses Brace in the Heart Fight. Liquid Memories is nice, but I don't think we need it anymore. It's more of a short-term thing. It's really powerful, but these two are much more long-term and much more relevant. Yeah, I'll take another Shield Charger. And I think I will upgrade that second Shield Charger before Sentry Blast. This is still a really, really good upgrade. Alright. Time for the end of game gauntlet. Oh, can we actually block this with... Can we actually block enough for Construction Form? Looks like it, actually. Floating Orbs, Construction Form, Shield Spikes, Prepare. That's 22 block versus 21 damage. If I'm not mistaken. It might be 18. It might be even numbers. Yeah, it is even numbers. I'm thinking 7 because whenever it gets to 10 times 3, you can weaken it to 7. Let me just double check that. Runic Dome is one of those relics that's really annoying if you're not used to the game yet. Like, even for me, it's still somewhat work because I have to look up stuff. But thankfully there are tools to make it less grueling to do so. Alright, let's see what the bot has to say here. It is 8 times 3. Okay, so it is even numbers. 7 times 3 is on lower ascension, apparently. That makes sense. But 7 times 3 is still possible at a 10 times 3 with weaken, so... yeah. Alright. So it's not 6 times 3, it's actually 8 times 3. Which means if it's doing that, then we're actually losing... we're actually losing a buffer. I can solve that with the Dex Potion. That's probably worth doing then. Construction Form is really important. I could save this for later, but I can also buy a potion in the Act 4 shop. Let's just do this. I have 1 energy left. Oh, wait, I didn't even think of this. Shield Spikes gear up. I have Baylor's Lordly Plate, so this would have actually put me in defensive. Okay. My bad then. I didn't need to use that. It would mean I didn't get to play Floating Orbs. I also don't know for sure if they're attacking this turn, so having defensive mode is actually good. Man. Once this series is over, I'm going to let myself save scum more often. But I think it's still appropriate for this series. Alright. I think I am going to forego Floating Orbs. Because the defensive mode is really important in case they're not attacking this turn. And they still have a very good chance of attacking both this turn and next turn, so... go defensive. I could have also entered defensive with roll attack. I don't think it would have been enough block. I think we would have had 20... actually, it would have been exactly 24. Yeah, it wasn't, they weren't even attacking. So now we have block for this turn. Oh, Spheric Shield. Ancient Construct? Clone plus on Spheric Shield. Wait, we have 6 energy again. Oh yeah, because Happy Flower plus Prepare. Interesting. Yeah, so I'm going to play our other power. I'm going to clone Spheric Shield. Do I want to play the Spheric Shield? I mean, there's a chance that they don't attack again next turn, but I think it's pretty low. Also, they're blocking for a lot, so damage isn't going to matter that much this turn. So let's just save more of our blocking next turn. Oh yeah, we're going to roll the clock over too, so that's important. 12 times 3. Alright. Alright, I need to play 4 cards. Alright, well there's Shield Charger number 1. I don't think we play this one. I don't think we even curl up it. I think that's too much. We're going to put this one in. 3 more cards. 1. I don't think I want to do Time Bomb either. Although it is a lot of damage, right? Wait, that's a ton of damage actually. 8 strength and vulnerable. Ooh. We use up a Shield Charger charge is the problem. But that might be okay. We're about to shuffle, so we get back to Shield Charger relatively quickly. In fact, this is a very small deck once we get through all our cards. In fact, it's small because of all of our extra draw. Deck is Washers and the Prepare. Oh, and the Master of Strategy. So it's actually not that big. Whoa, the lag. Might be overheating. Let me, put my computer on its little stand I have here. There we go. That'll help it cool down a bit. If I curl up something, I want to play that before Time Bomb, so that it comes out next turn. Possibly... no, Twin Slam would just keep eating up Shield Charger charges, so I guess it has to be a defend, because Temporal Shield does the same thing. Wow, that's sad. Spheric Shield came out, that's fine. We now have a 0-cost Spheric Shield coming up. You really did that again. You motherfucker. Alright. Guess we save this for later. Aha. Pre-program. Alright, 50-50 to hit the other Shield Charger. We hit. There it is, number 7. And our next turn's looking pretty spicy. Get Floating Orbs in play, we get Time Bomb. Yeah. Alright. Oh, I have to, not play Sentry Blast here. Oh wait, no, I can do it. I do that first. Re-enter defensive. Do I have 6 cards next turn? I don't think I have 6 cards next turn. So maybe we just leave this at 4? We have Happy Flower next turn. Still don't think that's enough. Because we're not getting any card. Oh, we're getting this out. So we'd get 5 cards with 5 energy? You know, that's actually possible. Unless we play 2-cost cards. I'm gonna go with no. I should have taken a closer look at what we had. I know we had... I think it was Walker Claw, Floating Orbs, Time Bomb, and then 2 others. I think it was Twin Slam as well. It's a lot of... there's 2-cost cards. I don't think there were any 0 costs, though, so... yeah, I'm just gonna leave it. This is more than enough block anyway, I think. Okay, so we lose 1 buffer, actually. My mistake. I guess I should have seen that coming. Yeah, this is not enough cards this turn. Oh, I could have done it though because we would have accelerated this out with Twin Slam. 3, 4, 5, 6. Damn. Okay. All right. They're weakened. We're no longer vulnerable. Let's see. What's the worst they could do then? They have 2 strength, right? So 7 times 3 normally. But if they do their big attack, that would be 34 plus weaken, which is 25. So we want to play 1 block card here. That's what I'm seeing. You know, I could actually... One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nah. So it could be 25, right? If I use Time Bomb now... No, let's do 5 cards. This is fine. It was the big attack. Go figure. Alright. Spheric Shield time. We have 13 strength, by the way. 11 and 12. And that's a split, by the way. I should probably try to re-enter defensive then. Oh, I can. Good. How much damage do I do here? Probably not enough. So it'd be a really bad idea to just waste all my cards on that. We have gelatinous cubes, so we draw past these. Think we do suspension, or we could do a 1-cost card with Time Bomb. Like Twin Slam, for example, get some extra dexterity to go with these cards. Sure. I can put Trip into Stasis for next turn. That seems like a smart idea. Alright, we enter defensive again? Wait, how did I... Oh, I entered with Curl Up. Okay, so it wasn't necessary to play that. Oopsie. Oh well, we have 17 strength. We are not about to be in any kind of danger. Oh my god. Wow. The damage. Oh, Donudeka. Alright, so we don't have to deal with Awaken 1. I'm very happy about that, because honestly, I'm tired of the Awaken 1 fight. I guess every time I do an episode, I'm going to have to deal with that possibility, though, huh? You know what, I might just go back to normal mode for the last 20, or downfall mode for the last 20 of these. If I get sick of fighting Awakened 1. Let's see, what do we want to do here? Let's look up how much Donu and Deka hit for on turn 1. Donu and Deka. $12 times 2. So unfortunately this is not quite enough to full block. I guess we keep 1 buffer anyway, but that's still a bit disappointing. We don't have any accelerate either, so even if I hit Shield Charger, it doesn't work. That's okay, we still want Shield Charger in anyways for these first few turns. And you know what, I'm fine with us losing 1 here. Oh, I can enter defensive with roll attack gear up. That's still not, it's not even enough to block the first hit though, so we can't do that. I think I have to go Sentry Blast with Polybeam. By the way, I think Deka always attacks first, because I think this first turn is Donu buffing. Yeah. So now we've got 15 times 2. Do I want Shield Charger? I don't think so. What do I even want in Stasis? It's like I got Time Bomb to accelerate stuff, but that's only 1 accelerate. So unless we put a 0 cost in, then it does nothing, and putting a 0 cost in isn't exactly helpful here anyway. It's literally only helpful for keeping it for next turn. I think we... Actually, if we're going to play Time Bomb, we don't need Curl Up to enter defensive mode, because we have Gear Up plus Shield Charger. Let's do that. Let's see what we get here. I'm going to strip Artifact off of Deka, since I think that's when it's going to be relevant. That's the one it's going to be relevant on. I also have Shield Space to block with, or gain more brace with. Yeah. Alright. Alright, now I have Clone. Clone the Sentry Wave? That makes sense to me. Right, that's a thing. You do have to be somewhat worried. I did just use one of my shield chargers. It looks like we're going to be losing 18 HP here, because I can't full block. 15's not enough. So, I guess it's Walker Claw? Yeah. That's how it goes. Alright, shield charger in. I should have done that first. Oh well. Not going to accelerate this, we want to keep it for a couple more turns. Looks like we are losing defensive mode though, so we won't be able to keep all this block. Alright. You die this turn, maybe? Perhaps? Cool. Alright, 18 damage over 2 boss fights. That's pretty acceptable. Especially because we're healing up 13 of that. Maybe 14. I still don't know exactly how the rounding works with this. Yep, it was 14 this time. I don't know. But we heal back to full anyway. And our final upgrade, I think, is still going to be Sentry Blast. Polybeam is good for more hits, but more brace with Baylor's Lord they played is pretty darn good. There's also Ancient Construct. I forgot about that. At this point in the game, this is actually important, because it affects the heart specifically if we draw turn 1. That being said, I don't think that's a very high chance, so let's stick with our Sentry Blast. Again, sorry for the frame drops, I don't understand. Oh, it's pellets. I have, what, 2 powers? No, I have 3. That's pretty good against the heart. So is Bag of Prep? Do I even need Bag of Prep? I'm trying to spend so much energy already. I could afford both that and the pellets. I think I'd rather go pellets card remove. Maybe another Polybeam, actually. Oh right, I want potions too. Or 1 potion, specifically. So these 2 would not allow me to grab anymore. But this lets me grab 1 potion of my choice. 260? So 75. So we wouldn't be able to afford liquid bronze. A bit of a downer, but that's okay. Probably Dex Potion, then. Probably Dex Potion. Let's go pellets, hard remove, a strike. It could also just be block potion. That helps a lot with Beat of Death versus Buffer, although we might not be relying on this very much anyways. Let's get rid of a strike, like I said. That's actually a tough one. I don't know which is correct. Do I need to one-time block better, more, or do I need scaling block throughout the entire fight for my block cards? I guess we have Twin Slam plus Ancient Construct. If for scaling decks. There's also like a world in which this is useful in the Act 4 Elite. We use it to block the shields hit for 21, and then use the damage from Spire to enter defensive with our gear up. That's a play. Depends on the draw, but it's a play. Dex also technically affects Shield Charger and Spheric Shield. That's actually pretty good for Dex to affect Shield Charger. From the beginning of the fight, we get 6 procs of 4 Dexterity with 2 Beat of Death. That's pretty big, actually. But we also might get a potion drop from the next fight, and if so, we want to have something that we can use in that fight so that we can get a new one back. This requires 6 block cards in order to out-block this. It's just that this is burst. Man. That's tough. I don't know. There's also like the chance that I want to keep both potions for the heart, because it's only a 40% chance that we get a potion. Which is under half. And also, we might not get something good. Meanwhile, we know that we can use these. Alright, I'm gonna go Dex potion. This is, by the way, 10 regen from Sacred Bark. That's 55 HP. Oh yeah, we have a ton of block this turn, don't we? We could be attacked for 33 right now. Can I block for 33? Let's see what pre-program says. Maybe that'll help. Shield Charger. I kind of want to draw that and clone it with Master Strategy. Hold on, hear me out. I put Defend into Stasis. We draw Trip, Shield Charger, the Bomb. Time Bomb, the Bomb. I clone Shield Charger, play Shield Charger, and then Time Bomb both of them. And then we enter defensive with our last remaining energy with Gear Up and Prepare. We don't use Construction Form, we just block for a shitload. I like it. Oh shit, I can't even... Oh wait, well it still goes into Stasis anyway, so... okay. Oh, we get this out, though. So we actually get to use it. 49 block turn 1. Good. And we did some damage. Alright. So that's still fine, because we know this is going to attack either this turn or the previous turn. So either one was important. Alright, we're going to put Shield Charger into Stasis. So we're being attacked for like 61 right now, which we already full block, so we don't want to play Twin Slam, unless we're going to play Spheric Shield too. Which actually I think we're going to do both of. I think we're going to do both. Because we can't do damage to these guys right now, so let's just... yeah. Oh. That was pellets. Okay. Body Slam, where are you? Alright. Not taking damage in the Spear and Shield fight is awesome. And yeah, I'm kind of calling it now, which might be a bit... It might be a bit preemptive, but we're doing so much damage right now. 20, 47, 55. So that's like half. We can't kill it next turn. 55 on this, though, is not very much. We're running out of Shield Charger, though. That's a pretty important one. We exhausted Construction Form, so we don't have buffer to work with. I don't want too many burns, because then Gelatinous Cube doesn't actually help. It just overdraws. I don't think we kill this fast enough, so I think we do actually have to go for this dude. Do I remove... I think I do because of Trip. Thankfully, we do have some form of scaling with floating orbs. Oh, I can re-enter defensive again. Okay. Okay, okay. I think they're not attacking this turn. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it's a buff turn. Yeah, they're both very low now, so that's good. That's good. 17 is 25. Okay. Don't care about Ancient Construct at this point. Alright. 0 damage fight. That's awesome. Right? We can do enough damage here, right? Yes. Good stuff. Pure Potion. Didn't need it. I think these are going to be way better. Well... We are kind of in need of some offense, but as long as we can keep Construction Form in play, we're probably fine. Future plans. Another clone. Emergency. We skip these. Am I sure that I don't want this? That's 6 vulnerable. That's quite a bit, actually. Maybe I need that more than the Dex Potion. 55 regen is too much to give up, but Dex... 16 block cards. That's actually possible? Wow. Like, it's so much defense, right? But defense does not win us this fight. Offense does. Defense just helps us get to that point. I could absolutely see this being the game changer in the hard fight. Man, I just hate to give up either of these potions. They're both going to be very good. Like, regen. Like, in fact, this being, like, in order for this to outblock regen potion, you have to play at least 14 block cards. That's 56. And also they all have to be relevant, so you can't overblock either, unless you have defensive mode. So it may actually be correct to drop the regen potion with Sacred Bark. Be a hell of a play. Unfortunately, I don't really have the confidence to do that. You got Orichalcum, of all things. That's funny. Man. How aggressive can I get if I have full defensive potions? I can play Construction Form, Ancient Construct. I don't know. Construction Form's a little bit weird with the Heart. It's also one of my only scaling damage options. Floating Orbs is okay, but it's not going to do enough, I don't think. So, like, if it doesn't even do enough, is Fear Potion going to do that much? With only a couple strength? Probably not. I think we have to go full defense in order to keep the buffer. Alright, so we're going to go with... I'm sure I don't want these cards. Clone might be good. There's a world in which we clone Construction Form. So having a second clone could actually work. We have a lot of Accelerate. At least in the first shuffle. It's weird. I'm going to go with no. Chances of us actually drawing those together is really low. Alright, here we go. Okay. Okay start, actually. Oh, right, we have that. Forgot about that. Yeah, I'm fine with taking a bunch of HP damage here. The only thing I don't want to do is draw Construction Form when I don't have enough energy or enough block to play it. So let's see what we got here. Okay, we don't have Construction Form for a while. I don't think we want to put this Shield Charger into stasis just yet. Having one is fine. We want to be able to play some cards. I think this also means we keep the roll attack for later when we're not in defensive mode, so we actually get the full brace value out of it. So let's do that. Do I do Walker Claw here? I think I do, actually, to make room in hand. Draw a few cards. Alright. Polybeam as well? Sure. Then I think Curl Up in preparation for the next couple turns. Put Crystal Ray into stasis. Kind of makes sense. And we play Defend because it's a block card. I don't want to overdo the block here. I want to use Brace. I want to use our HP for Brace. I just realized I've had my sound on. Sorry for the echo. I can also play the Gear Up now. In fact, that may be a better idea. We have Gelatinous Cube, we have Stasis, we got Deca's Washers. Let's just get rid of this. And also it means that we get to use more of our HP as Brace. I also didn't use the Regen Potion turn 1. That was on purpose. I just didn't say it. Yeah, there's all our draw. Alright, Ancient Construct is here. Oh, but our stasis is full. I can't use Sentry Blast. Okay. We play Strike here instead of the Slimed. Slimed still draws us a card, so getting rid of it is literally useless. Alright, now I want you to hit us as hard as you can. Now I use this, because we're guaranteed to lose more HP than we'll be able to gain next turn. It's the big hit. Oh wow, we're already at the 50 Brace threshold. Wow. Okay, there's Construction Form. Okay, this is perfect, I think. It's very close. We're being attacked for... Oh god. We got the Void this turn. Well, we got a second Void this turn, so... So we're being attacked for 3 times 15, which means we're taking 1 hit already, and a Beat of Death would mean we take both hits on Construction Form. That's really bad. Unless, wait a minute, we have Clone Construction Form, and we have a way to accelerate these out of stasis. So I think that's what we do. We Time Bomb, then clone the Construction Form to keep it for later. Because we can't play it here, so we just have to use it. I think I leave this at 0 actually, because I want to be able to brace easily with it. Oh, but I'm in defensive for 3 turns. I'll just do it. I'll just play it. All right. Go Thorns, go. The nice part is that because we're in defensive mode for all these turns, we're probably going to be safe to play this Construction Form as soon as we get it out, which looks like it's going to be right now. Let's, in fact, get this for free next turn. Awesome. Construction Form in play. You know, for not having any strength scaling, we did a shitload of damage. A shitload? It's about a quarter. Quarter in 1 cycle is not actually that great. That means we're going to hit the, what, 8 times 15? Yeah, never mind. Again, we do want to keep our buffer, so we're looking to block for 60 here. Ugh. Oh, but thankfully we have dexterity for that. Let's see, 16, 24 is 40. Oh yeah, we totally have enough. Alright. Oh, and we get Sentry Blast now. That's awesome. What else in stasis? We want all of our attack cards, basically. We have Twin Slam next turn, so whatever we put in, we can get out. Maybe I put in Crystal Ray then. So that... Oh, I could do Walker Claw too, because we have the Slimed. So we're drawing 6, not 5. So that means we put 1 card in, and then we draw the rest of the 6. Walker Claw would be great then. to have guaranteed over the Crystal Ray. Let's do that. And yes, we still have room for the Sentry Blast. Okay, and we have exactly enough block for the multi. Great. Awesome. But it's a single attack, of course. Alright, we need 60 now. But thankfully we have Twin Slam? Oh, right. I thought we were going to get Walker Claw, but we have Shield Charger in there. Thankfully that's still, like, exactly what we want. Okay, great. Our defensive mode is about to run out. We get it for one more attack. Unless we, like, re-enter defensive somehow. Which does not look, likely. But it is still possible. Let's see, what do we want into Stasis? Probably defend. We want to do as much damage as we can this turn. I guess Shield Spikes could have gone in. Oh, I can curl up Shield Spikes. By the time it comes out, we'll be out of defensive mode, so this brace will actually be useful. I really wanted to be able to use Trip this turn, but it doesn't look like we have Accelerate to weaken first, so we're just going to have to strip with Trip. Hey, that rhymed. Oh, if I put something into Stasis, though, I don't get Sentry Blast. Okay, gotta do that then. Okay, do I care about the Brace or the Thorns then? Wow, we almost damage capped this turn. I probably care more about the Thorns in the 18 block. Let's do that. Okay, so now we're dealing with a 90 attack. Although since they're weak, it's back to 60, so it's not that bad. I think I play this as well. We have 10 dexterity. It's insane. Alright, and we can't play the slime because that would take us below 60. 3 Beat of Death now. Ooh, you're close to dead. Those thorns, though. Holy shit. Alright, we did it. Those are some good-looking buff numbers. Across the board, honestly. We kept our entire buffer. Too bad, Beat of Death doesn't... too bad Beat of Death counts against a perfect fight. Otherwise, that would have been a perfect fight. Alright, cool. I wonder if we would have won if I didn't have the clone construction form play. Maybe it was correct to take the second one, when we just barely get 1,000 gold. For extra 25 points. Nice. Alright, good stuff. Yeah, I feel like this run was just normal for me. It's been a while since I got like a construction form spheric shield run. In fact, I think it's been a while since I got construction form at all. When was the last time? Back here. What was this run? Was this the Dangerous Events run? Yeah, it looks like this. Yeah, this is the Dangerous Events run. All the way back here. When did we pick that up? Oh, this was another Spheric Shield construction form run. Second boss, so for one act we had it. Just like our current run. Got it here. In fact, we had the exact same... Did I read that right? Spheric Shield here. Yeah, Spheric Shield here, construction form here. Exactly the same as here. Alright, cool. We did get one perfect boss, though. What else to say? Runic Dome, Sacred Bark. Weird. Runic Dome was, this is definitely a downside. Like, even if you kind of know what you're doing with the game, not knowing enemy intents still is difficult for enemies that have randomized intents, because you have to be careful about both every intent possible. Thankfully, Guardian has good ways to deal with that with defensive mode. If you overblock on one turn, then you carry over the remaining block for the next turn. So long as you're careful, it'll generally be easier to take. Just that Sacred Bark is not a great combo with it, but it did help against the Heart. In fact, this may have been the relic that won us the run, as opposed to taking that one energy relic. I don't remember which one it was. I know Pyramid was there. I think it was something that we couldn't take. Yeah. What else to say about this? Relying on Construction Form for offense might have been a bad idea. We didn't get as much as I wanted. As much offense. I should have maybe thought a little bit harder about the Heart and maybe taken one of those charge-ups, or both of them, honestly. Ancient Construct did things. I don't remember it being super amazing, but in the Heart it was blocking for a lot with our Twin Slam Dexterity, so it was probably worth something. Yeah, I'm running out of things to say here. I don't really know how to sum this up. So I'm just going to say, I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I hope you stick around for future ones. And if you do, I'll see you then. Thank you all for watching.